Welcome back everyone, you're watching All the Beer No Idea. Bazza is back with yet another beer review for you. Not a Christmas one at the moment. This is just a cheeky little beer review to tie me over until I do the other one, because, you know, it's Christmas, so let's have a beer. So what we got coming up for you? We've got a beer that I picked up in Aldi's now. Seen somebody else review it, seen a couple of people. I think I've seen 2 people review it. I thought, if I ever see it, I'm going to pick it up. Obviously, I've seen it, I've picked it up. And what we've got is one of Aldi's typical sort of rip-off beers, if you like. And this is a bottle of their Hofflegen, or Hofflegen. It's a witbier. It's in a 750ml bottle, coming in at 5%. And this was £2.99. Now, I'm sure you can guess what sort of witbier this is resembling. If you don't know, it's Hoegaarden, so I'm telling you there. Yeah, £2.99 for a 750ml bottle. Price-wise, I mean, it's coming in at about the same price as a 750ml bottle of Hoegaarden, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. It's got the old Cajun pork on top. So let's get this open. Let's see what it's like in it, in the glass, innit? Me being daft there. What the fuck was I doing that for? Totally pointless. So let's get it open, like I say, and see how Aldi's Hofflegen wit beer goes. It's going to be hazy, obviously, being a wit beer. I'm expecting a very wheaty beer, and obviously the old coriander thing going on. There's plenty of smoke coming out of that. So I've got the old Hoegaarden glass because I feel that would best suit this beer. Because let's face it, that's all this probably is Hoegaarden under a different brand, more or less. So there we go. Beer in a glass. Now for me, let's give the old glass a tap. Obviously I haven't given the glass a great clean there. Not very good, Bazza. It's not too bad though. In the glass, it's a lot darker, I would say. It's more of a sort of amber colour rather than that sort of light lemon sort of thing that you get with Hoegaarden. Quite a bit of carbonation going up the glass. Head didn't really create. I mean, they tend to go pretty quick anyway, and they don't always have a huge head, but I would have expected a little bit more on that to start off with. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it looks all right. So there is more in this, of course, which I will drink that after once we get the review done. But let's try and get in on the nose with this and see what we get. Yep. Very wheaty. Orange sort of peel, if you like. Orange peel, little sort of lemon tinkle there. And that spicy sort of coriander thing going on. Doesn't smell, for me it doesn't smell as good as Hoegaarden. I don't think. Hoegaarden seems to be a little bit lighter and a little bit fresher. This maybe doesn't smell as fresh. But the only way we're going to find out what it's like is by diving in. So cheers everyone. No, nowhere near as good as Hoegaarden. Where do I start? And I'm even getting something there on the back end that I've never had with Hoegaarden. I don't know whether you want to call it a better beer or not, but for me, if it's trying to be Hoegaarden, straight away it's not. Not a bad body on it. It's not, you know, mediocre, I would say. It's very carbonation's gentle. Mouthfeel, it's quite hard, this one. Yeah, I wouldn't, actually I'll take that back. You don't really feel the carbonation on the intake. As it goes down, it's quite harsh in the mouth, I would say. Not the nicest of carbonation in a wheat beer I've had. And the mouthfeel isn't particularly nice and smooth, I'll be honest. Taste-wise, go in again. We'll give her a top up and go in again. Taste wise, very wheaty. More, I don't know, maybe it's me, more of an orange sort of citrus than that lemon thing in the taste. It almost has a, as daft as it sounds, I mean, it's a wit beer, but I don't know, there seems to be quite, excuse me, it's almost a malt character to this beer rather than, there's almost, yeah, a lot of wheat beers, you don't, for me, you don't tend to pick up any sort of malt thing going in there. This has a little bit of a feel about that. Citrus, wheaty, yeah, it's got that sort of spicy coriander thing going on. And amazingly, on the back end, once it's all gone away, I'm left with a real bready sort of finish in my mouth. What do I think of it? If I'm brutally honest, I'm not that keen on it. I mean, that bready bit at the back end is lovely, but otherwise, it really, it hasn't got that fresh zinginess to it, like a Hoegaarden has, that's refreshing. It's, for me, it's not refreshing. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm not finding it a particularly enjoyable wit beer. 5%, are you getting that? Not really, no. I don't know. It's just, there's just something there. And anyone out there that's had Hoegaarden, if you've tried this before and you've had Hoegaarden, you'll see, I think you'll see where I'm coming from. It's just, it's not so refined as Hoegaarden. It's a little bit rough around the edges. It's not as refreshing. It doesn't quench your thirst like Hoegaarden. It's just a poor man's Hoegaarden, I would say. And at $2.99 for a 750ml bottle, for something that is, for me, for something that is you know, a supermarket's rip-off, if you like. I think that's quite expensive for the beer it is. So for me, Hofflegen, would I recommend it? No. If you really want to try something, just go out and pick up a Hoegaarden, a much nicer drink, and probably at the same price. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this beer. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to go and try it if you want to. Entirely up to you. £3 ain't going to break the bank, is it? But yeah, that's it for this video. Like I say, I'll be back again later with Baz's 12 Beers and Christmas. And don't forget, we got a special guest on there tonight, so look out for that one. I'm going to leave you now. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you again later on. Cheers.